Hi, it's Ali here. Good afternoon. I'm coming to you today with a quick video. I've been having a look on YouTube for ideas for other things that I'm doing within my crafting, and I came across one and I thought, well, you know, we don't reinvent the wheel. All of the crafty techniques that we have come from somewhere, and they're just you know, gone on a little bit more, and we add them to our everyday crafting. So today I'm going to be using the Pearly Winks inks. I've chosen 3 colours today. I've chosen sage green, vintage teal and hot pink, and I've also got out one of my little bottles of the shimmer glitter. I'm going to use a stamp from That's Crafty, and I'm going to use this gorgeous dragonfly one. I haven't used it yet, it's brand new out the packet today. I've got some watercolour card, and I've got a variety of stamping pads, the plastic ones. So as you probably have guessed, I'm going to be doing some backgrounds using the sprays and spraying onto the stamping platforms and creating a background that way. So not a new technique, but a technique that I haven't done a video on. So I haven't done a practice one or one. Sometimes I usually do something before I do a video, so it's all brand new today, doing it as a first. So I've got my little polystyrene plasticky spray mats, and at the side of me, that's where that's going to go, and I'll be spraying these down to pop the platforms into, and then taking it onto the watercolour card. So I'm going to start with the vintage winks, which is this lovely sage green. I haven't used this colour yet, so I'm looking forward to using that. So I'm going to use the square one first, and literally, as I say, I've sprayed onto the little plastic sheet that's at the side of me, so I'll keep disappearing there to load up my stamping platform. And I'm using the smooth side of a piece of Carter watercolour paper that's available from Stamps by Me. In my opinion, it is one of the best watercolour cards that you can get. It's got a lovely side which is textured and a lovely side which is smooth. Today I'm going to be using that smooth side. So I'm just dipping the stamping platform into the ink, so it just pulls on the top, and I'm going to pop it down. Just literally press it down and then pull it back up. I'm going to go in again and just pop it down and back up. We'll go in 3s, so let's go up there. So all I'll do is I'll use this one, and the little circular one. So that's that colour. So you know that I'm going to be using hot pink. It's my absolute favourite colour, and I'm also going to use the Wink Vibes in the vintage teal as well, which is that gorgeous, beautiful, vibrant blue. So I'm going to go and get that blue, and I'm using the next size down on the little stamping platform. I'll squish it down, and I'm not even thinking about it, I'm just plopping it down like so. Okay. And then with that third colour of the gorgeous hot pink, I'm going to use the circular one, and I'm just going to see, I'm splatting it in because it's giving that splattery effect, which adds to it. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just going to dry those off. So if you bear with me a quick second while I just dry this off. Okay, there you go. So just tap that last bit off that's still a little bit damp. And there you've got an absolutely fantastic background. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stamp out the bits to go on my card, and I'm going to use again another piece of that lovely Carter watercolour paper. And I'm going to stamp out the beautiful butterfly. I'm going to stamp that out with some VersaFine ink. Now I'm using the VersaFine because I want to watercolour it after, and of course the VersaFine is waterproof, so here we go. That hasn't stamped particularly well, so I'm going to get my trusty Eureka. It's because it's quite a large stamp and it's going onto watercolour card, so the best thing to do really is to do it on a stamping platform. That way you can go back 2 or 3 times, or as many times as you need to get that proper print that you want. Oops, Daisy. So just press that down and see you've still got, and it's only because it's going onto watercolour card, and it's just that little bit more textured, so it needs that little bit more pressure. There we go, and I'll do it one more time for look. So I'm just pressing it down with my fingertips, and there you go, beautiful print there. So I shall just take that off there for now. Okie dokie. Pop that to one side. I'll just give my stamp a quick clean. There we go. Okay, so back to the stamped dragonfly. Give it a quick blast. And then I'm just going to get a watercolour brush and I'm going to use the inks that I've still got on my mat at the side of me just to put some colour into that dragonfly. So let's go with some beautiful pink. I'm not too worried about being in the lines, I'm going to be cutting it out shortly. Okay, and then the beautiful blue on the outside. There we go. And those colours have stayed beautiful and vibrant. And then what I'll do is with the vintage green, I'll pop that into the middle, like so. So I'm just going to go now and cut the dragonfly out and dry it and cut it out, and I'll be back in a quick second. Okay, so that's the dragonfly cut out, And what I also did ahead of time, well, whilst I was away cutting the butterfly out, was that I pre-stamped on the background, so that when you put the dragonfly down, he's still got his legs and his antennae, because they're invariably difficult to cut out. So I like to do those. I like to do that as well. So our dragonfly is all nice and ready to go onto the project. So all that's left is to choose a nice sentiment to go with it, and we can finish our card off. So just attach it to, now then, thinking of you or believing. I think we'll go for believing your dreams. I like that one. So we shall pop that on there. And I'm putting it over the top of the colour because it'll pop behind there, I think. So getting the verse fine again. And just fingertips over the top of the stamp. Like so. I'm just going to give that one more go, make it a bit more vibrant. Make it pop a bit more, should I say. Okay. That's better. Just pop that off. And clean off. So we can get it back off again. Okay, so that's the background sorted. So I'll just bring in my base card. There we go, like so. And all that's left to do is to just shape the wings a little bit, just so that they're a little bit more 3D. Okay. So he can pop in there like that. I'll use a little bit of glue gel for doing that job, I think. So I'll just run that down the centre of our little dragonfly. And anchor him down with his body. There we go. And then I'll just attach that as a flat mat to the base card. Like so. Okay, there we go. And I think that's created a very lovely little card. So that's your Friday technique card for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and you will always be notified then every Friday when I bring a technique to you. Also, don't forget to go and visit the Crafting with Palewinks group and join us. There's all sorts of other techniques on there that our other design team girls have done, step-by-step techniques, and also it's a lovely community where we can all share what we've shared, on what we've made throughout the week, and it'd be lovely to see you there. So I'll leave you with this for this week, and I'll see you next week. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye.